If I gave you $100 today, there's a very high chance you'd spend it without much thought. Not because you're careless, and not because you don't care about your future, but because most people were never taught how money actually grows. We're taught how to work, how to earn, sometimes even how to save, but almost never how to think when money is involved. And thinking is the part that changes everything. People love to say that $100 is nothing, that it's too small to matter, that it can't possibly change anything. But that belief is exactly why most people stay where they are. $100 isn't about the amount. It's about how you treat opportunity when it shows up small. Because money doesn't usually enter your life in big dramatic moments. It starts quietly. It tests you first. If you can't make intentional decisions with $100, more money won't suddenly make you smarter. It won't make you calmer. It won't make you disciplined. It will only amplify the same habits you already have. That's why people who win the lottery often end up broke again. The number changes, but the mindset stays the same. In 2026, if I had only $100 to invest, my first goal wouldn't be to turn it into $1,000 overnight. That desire alone is a red flag. The obsession with fast results destroys more potential than bad investments ever do. I wouldn't chase hype. I wouldn't gamble on things I don't understand. And I wouldn't follow trends just because everyone online is talking about them. The loudest opportunities are usually the weakest ones. Fast money feels exciting, but it builds fragile habits. Real wealth is built slowly, quietly, and often in ways that don't look impressive at the beginning. That's why most people ignore it. They want proof before they commit, not realizing that commitment is what creates proof. So let's be honest about what I would not do. I wouldn't throw the money into random coins hoping for a miracle. I wouldn't jump into day trading without experience, a system, and emotional control. I wouldn't copy someone else's strategy without understanding why it works. Because by the time something becomes popular, the smartest players have already positioned themselves and moved on. Markets reward patience and punish emotion. Emotional money arrives late, panics early, and leaves with regret. Smart money moves quietly and stays longer than feels comfortable. Most people don't fail because they lack opportunity. They fail because they can't sit with discomfort. The first real move I would make with $100 has nothing to do with charts, apps, or platforms. I'd invest in understanding. Understanding how money flows. How businesses actually make profit. Why some companies survive for decades while others disappear. How people behave when fear enters the market. How headlines move prices more than logic in the short term. Money follows clarity. Not motivation. Not excitement. Clarity. One strong idea, clearly understood, can change your financial direction for years. But money placed without understanding rarely stays where you put it. It slowly leaks out through bad decisions, panic selling, and chasing the next shiny thing. After building that foundation with the remaining money, I'd invest in something intentionally boring. Long-term assets. Broad exposure. Fractional ownership. Not because I expect it to explode tomorrow, but because I want to train my behavior. Investing isn't a numbers game first. It's a psychological one. Your biggest enemy isn't the market. It's your reaction to it. Can you stay calm when prices drop and everyone around you is panicking? Can you resist selling just to feel temporary relief? Can you stay consistent when nothing exciting is happening and results are slow? Most people can't, and that's not an insult. It's just human nature. The market doesn't reward what feels good. It rewards what works. People feel smart when prices go up. They feel afraid when prices go down. Experienced investors don't try to predict the market perfectly. They focus on controlling themselves. They understand that fear creates discounts and patience creates advantage. Over time, that difference compounds more than any single investment ever could. Here's the part almost everyone misses. Investing $100 one time won't change your life. Repeating the same process will. Small amounts invested consistently, with the same rules and the same discipline, quietly outperform bursts of motivation. Intensity fades. Consistency doesn't need motivation. Wealth doesn't announce itself early. It grows in the background while most people are distracted. It looks unimpressive for a long time. And that's why most people quit before it starts working. They confuse slow progress with failure. 5 years from now, many people watching this will still be saying the same sentence. I should have started earlier. They'll say it casually, like a joke, but it will carry regret. Others won't say anything at all. Not because they're smarter, louder, or more talented, but because they already acted when it felt uncomfortable and uncertain. The difference won't be intelligence, background, or luck. It will be a small decision made early and repeated without drama. A decision to think differently. A decision to delay comfort. A decision to treat small amounts seriously. So the real question isn't whether $100 is enough. The real question is whether you're willing to think differently than the majority. Because money doesn't grow first. The mindset does. And once that changes, the numbers eventually follow, quietly, steadily, and without asking for permission.